yards, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with Elliott. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Dixon. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Inside handoff, Penny. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Dixon buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Off-play action. Dixon. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Leaves it for Petty. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And here's Jake Bailey now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Third and goal, option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Butker is on target, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now it's Jackson. Returning right back to Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Throwing on first down. Dixon. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, Dixon. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Dixon. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Operating from the gun, Dixon. Got his man complete, Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Dixon. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Dixon. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They go play action now. Jackson. Touchdown, Broncos. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Dixon. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A nice nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
26 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Switch.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
No gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dixon. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Dixon. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dixon. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Dixon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Dixon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 4th down, Dixon. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Denver's offense now set to go. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for Denver, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they've fallen out of things now as they sink.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in this. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.